straighten it out and then come over here to be able to attack it. I could also be here, he's triangled up, right? I can come that way. See how my legs kind of over his? Okay, but not so good, okay? So I would prefer, if I got my knee through, this makes it a whole different ballgame. My legs aren't really getting any funky positions. Nevertheless, it can happen. And of course, this is very mobile as well. You can step, like if this half guard just stays up. To make it super simple, I can step over this guy, right? Or I can step backwards, just like we were doing earlier. Just his legs are now closed instead of being open. But do it from this standpoint here. Okay? I can push on his face, his shoulders. I don't like to commit too far this way. But I'll sit on his hip. Notice how I'm sitting on his hip, and it rolls his hip. Usually in half guard, if he's trying to leg in half guard, right? So if he's like this, traditional style half guard, and I backstep, that leg's on top. I wouldn't even touch that leg usually. Sometimes I'll touch this one. So I want you guys to get in the habit of that. The reason being, how's it going, buddy? The reason being is because this grip leaves that knee undefendable. You feel what I'm saying?
Yes, sir.
So like if I wanted that knee bar, I would attack this leg so that I'm able to get this because it's not defended. Okay? So if he has this is a case where if he has his legs triangled, we're going to attack that. Let's sit up again, just because we're going to add little things into there. Like I'm squeezing his head with his elbow, like this, like I'm wrestling. That turn, okay, that head and arm pinch. I'm doing the same thing right here. And I'm turning him down, boom. I'm here. Okay? I just want you guys to start going for that position. Elbow, step in the center, pinching his head and arm together. I cut my knee across. I'm just doing a basic knee guard pass. I can even push off of his head, like backstep, I'm here. Notice I didn't go over here. I put my hip on his knee. And what you guys are going to realize is when Tristan starts to defend and comes up, right, he starts playing this game, and then I get crossed over like this, that's when it becomes bad news for me. So if I stay on his hip, like I was saying earlier, come up, Tristan, it's a barrier. He thinks he has my back or whatnot, but you've got to learn the major concept you're going to learn today, guys, is I'm using my hip as a barrier. He can't take my back, excuse me, and it keeps me in line with his knee. If I'm here, I have the knee lock because the leg is straight. So as soon as I shift my weight off, I'm now talking about heel hooks. I go away from the knee bar because I'm at a side angle, right? So I start coming out here and attacking heel hooks instead. So if you come with your hips as a barrier and you don't slide off right away, it'll become more of a knee bar and less of a heel hook. You guys follow the mechanics of that? Okay? So butterfly guard, we're just doing this for fun. This isn't always a setup. We're just talking about stepping in, wrestling clinch, pushing the knee across. I'll push his head down, back step from here. So if I hook the leg this way, grab the ankle, grab the knee, whatever I want to do. Again, he's up. Head and arm clinch, pass the knee through, push the head down here. Good to go?
Yes, sir.
A couple times a piece, go back and forth, back and forth, back and forth.